Mr. Markham, forgive me. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, for heaven's sake, what happened now? What did you say?
Happened. I didn't say anything.
Oh, you did something and you drove that
I'm
poor
doing
man.
exactly what I'm told, and
I'm so sick of you.
Boy, this house is something else. I almost got lost on the way back from the bathroom. How many rooms do you have in here, anyway?
Mr. Markham, how nice it is to see you again. To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?
It's about Sam.
Ah, have you persuaded her to give us a try?
Well, actually, no. You see, Mrs. Walsh, I'm very worried about my girl.
I know the place looks pretty chaotic right now, but we'll be ready for opening, I promise.
Yeah, well, I don't like the idea of that door being unlocked. It's like a neon sign asking vandals to come in here and trash.
Ah, don't worry, nobody can get in here. The whole area's blocked off. Besides, we got a security guard.
Yeah, well, even so, I'd rather take precautions, especially with all the factory break-ins around here. I'm gonna go check on the security system.
No, come on. Yeah, Wade, why don't we look around and see what we're working with?
You're working with me, and I'm going to see that you're safe. Won't take a minute.
We'll be right back.
Okay. Who's there?
Oh, Susan, can't you give us something?
I'm sorry, this is caused by a virus. All you can do is let it run its course.
No! Duncan doesn't want you! He doesn't want you! He's married to me, not you! I have the love of his life, not you! And nothing you do ever make us apart!
Day by Secret Antiperspirant. Strong enough for a man, but pH balanced for a woman.
His wife. Duncan.
It's all right, let's get him here. It's Duncan, I'm right here. Here, sweetheart.
Don't you touch me, Lilith. You are not going to get him. Duncan loves me. And he'll go to the ends of the earth to find me.
Jess, what's happening?
She's delirious.
Oh.
She's fighting some kind of enemy.
Poor Shannon. She has to know that she's here. She's surrounded by people who love her.
Duncan is in there trying to tell her that even as we speak.
Forgive me. I'm really sorry. I know this is so
No,
difficult
it's
for you.
okay. I can deal with it. The important thing is that Shannon pulled through.
You've always been such a good friend to her.
Hello, Jessica.
Hello.
Lisa, I knew I'd find you here.
Oh.
Is there anything I can do?
No. I'm just so thankful you're here.
Jess, what Shannon said in there, I hope you didn't misunderstand.
No, I know. It's the fever. I'm okay. Listen, I'm concerned about Duncan. If this thing is contagious, shouldn't he be wearing a mask
No,
or
it's not
gloves
necessary. We know what she has. It's called Kotzgrave fever. It's not transmitted that easily.
So the people who were at the masquerade ball have nothing to fear about being contagious?
Oh, no. That's safe. It looks like Shannon contracted a virus from a spider bite while she was still in Africa.
But can you cure it?
Well, we can treat the symptoms. We can keep her cool. We can keep her hydrated. We just have to hope that the fever breaks soon.
And if it doesn't, I mean, this isn't fatal, is it?
Sometimes.
Gregory, for Pete's sakes, what are you doing here? You scared me to death.
You scare yourself with that crowbar. You're gonna kill somebody with that.
That was the general idea. Didn't you hear us?
No, I was back in the storage room.
Well, there's a security guard here. So much for the security guard. Gregory got in just fine.
I didn't see a guard anywhere.
Well, we'll have to introduce you. What brings you down here, Greg?
I was just checking out the space. I just wanted to get a feel for it, get maybe some merchandising concepts. The grand opening's right around the corner. Franco's really excited about it, actually. He's planning to be here.
Oh, good.
Gee, I can't wait.
Listen, we really appreciate you coming on down. Thanks a lot.
It's not a problem. I'm gonna go now. Get back to Franco on some inventory specs.
Okay.
That guy's weird. Weird, and he always looks so damn guilty. What is it with that guy?
He is harmless. Now just stop and leave your detective instincts to the Lafferty case, okay?
Oh, yeah, I heard you're working for Connor Walsh. She's lucky to have you.
Well, yeah. Thanks. Oh, listen, we're on our way over to the Fountain Club for dinner. You want to join us?
Rain check. I'm looking forward to a nice, quiet evening at home. That is, if I can convince my half-sister to stop calling me every 5 minutes.
Oh, Lucinda? Unplug the phone, or better yet, change your number.
My wife's a tad bitter.
You would be too if someone had stolen your entire life's work from you.
Well, this is personal, it's not business. Lou thinks that she's located my long-lost twin sister.
Does she have any proof that this woman's your sister?
Actually, this woman, Samantha is her name, doesn't want to be my twin. She claims that she's not even adopted, but of course that's not good enough for Lou. Now she's going after Samantha's old man.
Okay. We all know that Lucinda can steamroll through anything that she wants to, but the bottom line here is this is family. Don't you think maybe you'd better give it a chance? I mean, if this woman happens to be your sister, don't you owe it to yourself to get to know her?
Can't say as I've ever had champagne like this before. Must be the good stuff, huh?
It's the very best. Why wouldn't it be? It's for us, for the family. See, that's what I think Samantha deserves, and and I'm not just talking about champagne, I'm talking about everything in life. I think she deserves it, and and you too, of course, would like to be in a position to help her. I would like to roll out the red carpet, you know, the fatted calf.
Well.
If we could just get the prodigal half-sister to come home.
Well, I don't know much about that, Mrs. Walsh. I'm kind of set in my ways, you know. But Sam, well, she's another story.
Oh, I don't know, Mr. Markham. Seems to me your daughter could take care of herself.
Oh, sure. She can do anything she wants when she puts her mind to it. But, you know, she's awfully impatient, and she has a streak of stubbornness in her, a mile long.
Stubborn and impatient, we must be related.
Yeah, well, sometimes, though, it gets in her way. You know, she was talented enough to win a scholarship to an art school, and she just didn't go to all the classes that she didn't like. She got very good grades, but nobody could get her to finish her degree.
A free spirit?
Yes. Yeah, I'm afraid I'm partly responsible for that. I was never very ambitious myself, and I suppose I never set much of an example for her, so she just kind of goes from job to job, you know, like I did. And now, of course, that her mother has died, and I'm not in the best of health. She feels that she has to take care of me, you know. But I must tell you that after you left that day that you visited at my place, she was very, very, very upset by that. Very upset. As a matter of fact, she was talking about packing up and, you know, and going on. But I don't think that's such a very, very good idea. I mean, I'm getting on, and I don't know how much longer I'm going to be around, and I just don't like the thought of my girl being left all alone.
Well, she needn't be. She has this new family here for her to investigate, should she so choose.
Thank you. That's why I took the bus to come out here. I thought it would be nice to get to know you all, and her twin brother, Royce. Oh, I haven't met him yet, by the way. Is he around? I would like to meet him.
I wonder what's keeping Holden. He called and asked if I could keep Aaron for another day, but it's way after business hours. He should be here by now.
Yes? Mama, I think you should be prepared for the fact that,
Fact that what?
What? Holden and Damian got in a fight, and from what I hear, Holden got the worst of it.
Good Lord, when?
Well, he's been asking for it.
I told him not to go to the yacht. I just told him we'd make things worse for Lily. I knew this was going to happen.
When did that ever stop Holden? He's always done exactly what's right for him. I mean, even before the accident.
Shit.
Looking good, little bro. You know, maybe if you spent a little more time at home and less time chasing Lily, you wouldn't be such a mess.
Maybe you ought to just mind your own damn business. Or maybe you'd like to step outside and get in a few licks yourself.
Okay, now that's enough! That's enough! Both of you stop it now. You're brothers. Now, this is my house. I'm not going to have that kind of talk in here.
Jason, how are you? Hi, guys. Hi. So, what brings my new father-in-law back to town? Don't tell me the crime commission is investigating someone here in Oakdale.
He said father-in-law, didn't he?
I heard that.
It's first time for me. No, actually, I'm just visiting my best man and his even better half, and hoping to have the opportunity of hearing your lovely wife sing tonight.
Lily's just getting ready as we speak. Yes, I'm sure she'll be happy to see Iva. By the way, will she be joining you?
No, actually, I was out at the farm, but she and Lily talked earlier at the memorial. I'm surprised she didn't tell you.
We haven't had a chance to talk. We've been so busy. Which reminds me, duty calls. Listen, I'll make sure you guys have a bottle of champagne right away on.
Oh, that's not necessary.
No, but it's my pleasure.
It will be ours, too. Thank you.
That's fine.
So, father-in-law, what's this mysterious favor you were talking about?
I think I'm going to be brooding about that one for days.
Yeah, I would.
Thanks. It's not that mysterious, although, come to think of it, I guess it is. Otherwise, I wouldn't need your help. Remember a guy named Leo Griswold?
Yeah, Leo Griswold. He robbed an armored car about 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's right. I made the arrest.
Yeah.
I just love watching you think. Well, as it transpires, some important government papers also disappeared in that heist and have never been recovered. Yeah. Now, Griswold is up for release.
And you're hoping he'll lead you to the documents.
You got it, Detective. So, what would you think about coming to Washington and filling my guys in on the details of the case, and we can solve this crime together?
Listen, order whatever you like. It's on me.
Wait a minute. I invited you.
Nah, come on. Your mother's all tied up with Shannon's case. I'd be eating alone. You're doing me a favor. You're keeping me company.
Well, the favor's mutual, believe me. I just wish we could have talked Mom into joining us. I don't like the idea of her and the baby exposed to that virus.
Listen, don't worry about it. You know, your mother took all the precautions. I made sure of that. And besides, this is not a virus that's passed in normal contact.
I don't care. I still think she needs to cut back on the risks she's taking. Maybe she needs to take a leave of absence from the hospital.
Sure. As soon as there's world peace and no more disease in the world.
Larry, I'm serious. We've got to make her see reason. After all, this could be the only chance you get of having a child together.
Cara, you look beautiful.
Thank you.
Lily, we have to stop this nonsense. We're acting like two strangers. Look, we have to resolve this. I hope you will come into our suite tonight so we can talk this out.
You are a stranger to me. I saw you nearly beat a man to death last night, and I don't know if I can ever forget that. Oh, I've come here to sing and play the perfect hostess, but I refuse to play the perfect wife.
Did you see all that space out there? I just can't wait to get moved into this place, and you can pick out any office that you want.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, no. Better yet, why don't we share an office? We can get one of those big partners' desks, and I can gaze across the desk at your lovable old face
Stare at each other all day, and we don't get any work done.
Well, you know what they say.
What?
All work and no play.
Hmm.
I'll be right back. I want to check on something.
Hurry.
Okay.
Wow.
Excuse me, do you dip?
Do I dip?
Turning. Waltzing. You do dip, don't you?
I do dip. I'd like to dip all day.
You can dip all night.
Yeah?
There's a dance floor at the Falcon Club.
That's not what I had in mind.
I know what you had in mind, but you're gonna have to wine and dine me first, Buster.
Really, Ginger? Whatever you say, you lead. I follow.
Coats.
I have horses.
Oh.
I don't know if you play the horses, but I have some wonderful examples of horse flesh. My stables. And you're not fired. Oh, Timothy, good. Mr. Markham, just try some of that. That's the best. That's really good. Caviar. It's beluga.
Oh. Oh, good. It's a little salty, though.
Mr. Markham, I think you can gather from my house that I am in a position financially to be of some service to Samantha to meet the needs of her life.
Well, I'm really not worried about money. We've gotten along pretty well without it so far. I'm just really concerned about my daughter. I want her to be with people who care about her. The thought of her being alone is frightening to me.
I have 2 adopted daughters. We have that in common. Yes, I have 2. My youngest lives here with me right now. Her name is Bianca. She was a refugee and orphaned in the Civil War in Montega. My blood daughter, Sierra, lives in Montega with her children. She's just charming and wonderful. I think Samantha would enjoy getting to know them if you could persuade her to give us a try.
Well, what about her twin brother, Royce? Royce Keller. I somehow get the impression that I should know who he is. Is he famous or something?
Well, he is rather. Yes, he's an architect. He's won many awards.
Oh.
Yes, world.
Mr. Keller is here.
What timing, Royce? Mr. Markham, may I introduce you? This is Mr. Elliot Markham. He's Samantha's father. Mr. Markham, this is your daughter's twin, Royce Keller.
So it's true? She was adopted?
Yes. Yes, George and Gloria Keller in Peoria. You know, young man, I can't tell you. I can't tell you how this makes me feel, meeting you like this. The last time I saw you, you were just a newborn baby. I was almost your father.
You want to run that by me again?
Well, you see, your mother, Gloria, wanted to keep the baby girl. So my wife, Dorothy, and I, we settled on the boy. But then your father, George Keller, decided he wanted to keep the boy to continue the family name. So we got Sam, and you went home with your mom and dad.
How is she?
The fever is holding steady. There's no sign of a crisis. We're doing everything we can to make her comfortable.
Susan, I need your help. She's having some kind of seizure. I can't keep her down. She's pulling out her IV.
We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment.
Every day, Roger wants revenge.
Billy Lewis tried to kill me.
And every day, he knows just how to get it.
Dangerous, gun-toting alcoholic!
Roger Thorpe is framing my husband.
Watch out. Roger's on the rampage.
Give my regards to Billy. Quick, turn on the light.
Guiding light.
And now, part 2 of As the World Turns.
Did you get Aaron down?
Finally. He wouldn't let me leave until he fell asleep.
Poor little guy. He kept asking where his daddy was. He said he thought you were going to come take him to the petting zoo.
Oh, yeah. That's right. I promised him I'd do that.
Yeah. Why don't you take him tomorrow? If you don't have time, I can take him.
Well, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Thanks, Emma.
So, I heard you ran into John today. Did he give you any grief or what?
No, he didn't. He was very gracious. He gave me a picture of himself to keep in MJ's room so he wouldn't forget him.
Now, there's a good reason to keep a picture around the house. Don't start. Some people.
What is this about?
Well, Holden brought a sketch of Lily home from Italy. He insists on keeping it in his living room. How many times do I have to tell you, Caleb? This really is none of your business. It is when it affects this whole family. And when it hurts Lily. You say you love her, but if you really did, you'd just leave her alone and let her be happy with her husband.
I happen to think that she isn't happy with her
Okay, now please, that's enough. I do happen to agree with Caleb, though. I think keeping the picture's a mistake. I asked you to give it to me, Holden, but now it's become such an issue. I think you should just get rid of it altogether. I think you should get on with your life and let Lily enjoy hers.
Well, so I really do have a twin. Sister.
Finally, an acknowledgement. Now, would you like to meet her?
I think the larger question is, would she like to meet me?
Well, I'm afraid that Sam wasn't too happy to hear that she was adopted. She's really not quite ready to meet her family.
What a surprise. Well, I mean, we're not exactly a Norman Rockwell portrait, are we?
Family has its problems.
Well, sure, every family has parents who abuse their children so badly that they have to escape into 3 separate personalities in order to survive.
I don't understand.
Mr. Markham, your daughter has no idea
Royce,
how lucky she was that she was adopted by you because of my glorious childhood. I've been diagnosed with multiple personality disorder, and the only reason that I've gotten along this far is because I had a beautiful little sister who bucked me up when things got tough.
Why don't we save all that for the next meeting?
I didn't know there was another sister. Where is she?
She's dead. It was my fault. It was an accident. I killed her.
Wait a minute. He was acquitted.
He's cute.
Possibly, but I think that Sam has a right to know what she's getting into here before she agrees to meet her long-lost brother, don't you?
Please. Oh, Mr. Markham.
No, it's all right. It's all right, Mrs. Walsh. I appreciate your honesty, Royce. But if I'm going to get these old bones back, I've got to get the last.
Mr. Markham, just why don't you have Fenwick take Mr. Markham home in the limousine? You're not using it tonight.
No.
Better idea. I've got a better idea. Why don't you stay? Stay and have dinner with us. We'll continue our conversation. Why don't you spend the night? In fact, why don't you take a sauna? It'll be very good for your bones.
What? Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, hello.
Hello, you were wonderful.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Please tell me, how long are the Benedicts going to be in town for? I want to see Iva again before she goes.
Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad tidings, but the Benedicts are leaving bright and early tomorrow morning.
Oh, I'm going to call her right now and say goodbye.
Okay.
See you in a bit.
I thought you loved being there, man.
So what do you think? Are you going to join me in my crusade against crime?
Well, Jason, I'd like to, but I don't think I can get away. I mean, I've got my father recovering from cancer. I've got my 2 little boys at home.
You got me.
I got him.
Which would be the real problem, the deal breaker. Well, I certainly understand putting the family first.
Thanks.
I could, however, really use the help. I wouldn't keep you too long.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why don't I stop begging and you think about it, and I'll give you a call tomorrow morning, okay?
Better. Good.
Don't forget I bought you dinner.
I will remember that.
Good night.
If I wasn't the DA, I would think that was a bribe.
Oops.
Okay. If it's that important, then I think that the boys and I could muddle through for a little while, and if we got in any real trouble, I'm sure Dawn would be willing to help out.
What about Pop? He's going through chemo.
Yeah, I know, but he's in really good hands. Look, I am not very happy about the prospect of losing you for several days, but when I had this opportunity, you did not stand in my way.
Thank you, Thomas Christopher Hughes. It's tempting. But I don't like leaving the Lafferty case the way it is, and I'm still not convinced that Connor's our murderer.
Well, then why don't you come up with another suspect? Because right now, all the evidence is pointing in her direction.
Unless Hal turns up some new evidence.
It's possible.
Hey, partner.
Hi.
Hey, you find anything to help Connor Walsh?
Not tonight, kid. Sorry, I'm off duty, and the music is playing, romance is in the air, and Fred and Ginger Munson have a date with the tango.
I think that was a no.
I am so totally in the way at the carriage house. I really think it's time that I find a place of my own.
Are you kidding? We love having you there. Of course. I can imagine you wanting to get a place of your own. You can't have much of a social life living with your mother.
Social life. I don't need a social life. I've got a great business. That's all I want. That's all I need. Believe me.
Lily, look, you have a right to be angry. I'm sorry I upset you, but you have to try to see.
Hey, Damian. Where's Eduardo?
I don't know. Listen, just...
If you see him, just tell him to call me, okay? I mean, it's really important.
I'm talking to my wife here. Do I look like he's answering service to you? I told you before, if you have a problem with deliveries, take it up with the shipping department. You got that? I don't want you involving me or my cousin. Eduardo's busy enough with Kingsley Malta. I don't want him involved in Franco's nonsense. Capiche? What's the matter with you?
I'm sorry. This won't happen again.
Look, all right.
Just punch him out like you did with Holden. Then maybe your point would have come across.
This is it. I know.
What does that mean?
It means the fever's reached its crisis point. If she makes it through this, she'll live.
I really can't stand it anymore. I've lost so many people I love, and if I lose Shannon, I just...
Listen to me, Lisa. You're not going to lose her. She's going to survive. She's getting the best care possible. You really must believe it.
Maddie said she can stay with Bonnie as long as we need her to.
Jessica, I must say how much I admire you. Standing by your husband while he's devoting so much time to Shannon.
Eduardo, Shannon is my friend, and if Duncan can help her, then of course I want him to. But when she's well again, the rules change.
I'm so tired. I can't wait.
Duncan, talk to her. Don't let her give up.
Shannon, listen to me now. It's Duncan. Where's that fighting Irish spirit, huh? Come on, Lassie, don't give up. Don't let go now. I'm here with you, and we'll fight this thing together, you and I.
Cinda can be pretty tough, especially in business. But when it comes to family, she loves very deeply, almost to a fault. She lost some people last year she cared about, and now she's got all this, I don't know, excess emotion she wants to lavish on her new sister.
Well, I don't know if Sam is willing to accept that. She's very independent.
Yeah, I figured that when I met her. She seems very bright.
Oh, yeah.
Not to mention very attractive, sir. I'm surprised some special guy hasn't come along.
Oh, Sam's always had one or two men interested in her, but doesn't amount to much. No, she tends to get bored and then leaves them broken-hearted. A man would have to be on his toes to keep up with Sam.
I can imagine that.
Oh, where are your wife and kids?
Sierra's one of the new leaders in the new government in Montega. She has the kids down there, and I'm working for Lucina, just trying to raise some capital. Mr. Markham, do you think you're going to be able to bring Sam around?
I don't know. Mrs. Walsh is nice enough, but after what Royce told me, I'm not so sure that I want Sam spending time with him. I mean, will she really be safe, do you think?
Why did you dump all that on Mr. Markham? What's the matter with you? You trying to drive him away? Don't you ever want to see Samantha? There is a time to bare your soul. This was not the time to do that.
Look, if we're going to have a relationship with this girl, then I want to be honest with her right up front. No secrets.
Fine.
They have a tendency to blow up in your face, you know, and cost you everything you love, like Neil.
So what are you telling me now? Now you finally you want to have a relationship with Samantha?
I'm willing to try, as long as it's mutual. God, I hate what you're doing with that old man. Trying to bribe him with champagne and your sauna?
Bribe him? Nonsense. I'm being the perfect hostess.
Bull.
I have met Samantha, and I like Samantha. You have not met her. She's an artist. She has potential, and I want to be part of
don't you see what you're doing? All the money in the world will not turn that girl into Neil. Face it, that's exactly what you're trying to do.
about you.
I don't need another lecture.
I'm not going to give you another lecture. Lily's upset.
It wasn't me who upset her. It was Damian. Why can't anyone else see that? The man is dangerous. She isn't safe around him.
Oh, and she's safe with you. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, she belongs with me.
No, Holden. No, not anymore. I mean, you may want to believe that, but you've got to accept the fact that what you had with Lily is over.
No, we vowed to be together forever, and we will be.
Holden, she's married. She divorced you, Holden.
And whose fault is that? It was your lies that sent me to New York. Your lies that caused the accident. Lily ended the marriage because she thought that I would never remember anything that we had together. But I'll tell you what, I do remember now. I remember. And all I want now is to get back the love that your lies stole from me. Hey. What's up?
What? What is it? Oh, she's sleeping. The fever broke.
She's going to be all right.
I'll check back with you in a couple of hours.
And you, young lady, have had nothing to eat since you got here. Would you allow me to escort you to the cafeteria?
I think I would like that.
Come.
Jess, thank you so much for being here.
Oh, where else would I be? Sweetheart, you look exhausted. Why don't we go home so you can get some rest?
That's a good idea, but I'd like to stay just long enough with Shannon to make sure that she's going to be all right.
Sure. I know you want to see Shannon through this. So do I. So we'll both stay.
Oh, that was really very nice. Can I offer you a cognac?
Yeah, sure. Oh, I have to thank you about that sauna. You were right. It sure helped the bones all right.
There's a call from Mr. Markham.
Oh, well.
Me?
You seek the Lord Hamlet, there he
Well,
is.
Your daughter, sir.
Oh. Hi, honey. No, I'm staying over tonight.
Ask her to come. See if she'd like to join us.
But no, don't be upset. Now, Sam, you really should keep an open mind. You actually like these people.
Can I speak to her, please?
So hang on, Sam. Your sister wants to talk to you.
Oh. Hi, Samantha. She hung up.
And then you tuck this in here for you.
Would you watch him for a minute for me?
Sure.
Thanks.
I make coffee. I mean, granted,
like this.
it's not the best.
Can I speak to you alone? Outside?
Sure.
I owe you an apology. I didn't mean to jump on you like I did. When you adopted Aaron, you said that you were doing it because you thought it was best for Lily. See, that's what I'm trying to do for Lily now.
Oh, Holden. I know. But what if being with Damian is best for Lily? Huh? I want you to think about it. You know, I mean, you're gonna destroy the happiness, that she has. Hasn't she suffered enough? Hmm?
Lily, I know you're in there. Please, open the door.
What are you doing here? I told you I'm still too upset to talk to you. Please.
We have to discuss this, Lily. We can't solve our problems by being apart.
We are apart because of your complete lack of faith in our marriage and your obsession with Holden.
If that's what you believe, then fine. But Lily, it's your loyalty to Holden that is coming between us now. Look at me. I'm your husband. I love you.
If you love me, please just leave me alone. Please.
I can't. I can't. I have to do something. Because we can't go on like this. We can't.
Blouses by Regina Porter. Nurses' uniforms provided by Nursemaid. Join us tomorrow for As the World Turns.